I'm either deciding Miami or Dallas.
Yeah. Nigga done got spoiled off these fucking PJs. I'm not just.
Alright guys, welcome to episode 4, I think now, episode 4 of the series. So currently we're starting off with a position on our live account right here. As you see, we are up 8k on this position. We are in longs. I'm gonna break down the trade that I took really quick and what I am potentially looking to target. I want to start trailing my stop loss, but right now it's up around like 30 points, my stop loss. So worst comes to worst, we're up 2.5k at the end of this trade. Now I am debating whether to hold this trade and go all the way and target the high of the day, which is 400 points. That would be very, very ridiculous now that I'm actually verbally saying this. But currently the time is 10:35 on a Sunday. You guys can see right here. There you go, 10:35 on a Sunday. So yep, we're in this trade right now. We're holding it. In terms of our TP, like I was saying, either we're going to hold it all the way to Asia high, which looks kind of improbable, or I am just going to hold this trade until this daily candle flips bullish. Or I can be a lot more conservative and hold this trade to this unfilled hourly gap right here. So I have a lot of things marked out, as you guys can see. But yeah, let me just break down this position that we're currently in. So if I go to the weekly time frame, from Sunday open, we end up just dumping, right? We're moving lower in one direction, and we were down like 450 points. So I wanted to see some sort of area of reaction. I look at the weekly, and then I see that we have this weekly rejection block right here, or this weekly wick right here. So I wanted to look for a reaction off of the midpoint of this area, and then I saw the reaction, and I dropped down to the 1 minute, and then I end up seeing that we pump up after this. So this is the reaction that I'm looking for. Beautiful, wonderful. And then we get a retrace lower back into this area. And then I set my limit order at the midpoint of this 5-minute wick right here. We tap into it. That's my entry. And then now my stop is over there. So it's a 10-point stop. And yeah, just targeting a somewhat of a rebalance. So yeah, again, in terms of TP, I really don't know where I'm going to TP, but that was just the overall trade breakdown. I've seen these trades play out so many times. Like, I have executed these trades multiple times. Obviously, you know, some of them won't win. That's just the name of the game. But when they do win, they run for a while. Hopefully I don't jinx myself by saying this, but yeah, I mean, we've just been moving in one direction currently so far, and again, just expecting price to just reject off of this area. We have really been in this higher time frame range on the weekly, and looking at this monthly open, we have a very bearish monthly open. So this is actually a very, very key area. It's not only a weekly wick right here, but it's also a monthly wick. So this really could be a low for a very, very long time, which is why I'm pretty confident in holding this trade. But again, I don't know how long and how far I want to hold this trade for, but I will be trailing my stop on the way when necessary. And yeah, we'll kind of just see what happens. I'll give you guys like an update later on and stuff like that. But currently we're up around 8.6k, and we're up around 2.4k above our 25k buffer. So yeah, we'll just let the probabilities play out. Again, I really do like a complete flip off of this area right here. We'll kind of monitor based off of these key areas off of this hourly. If you get a sharp rejection, then I'll just start trailing my stop pretty aggressively. We also have equilibrium of this entire leg right here. If we reject off of that, I'll also monitor the trade closely if we displace past the hourly and go to the, you know, midpoint of our leg. But if we're able to kind of just run through this, then I will honestly be targeting the Asia high, or you know, just the entire high of this entire move. I'm just expecting a reversal. Looking at the overall higher time frame, if you just look at the daily, yeah, I mean, again, we're in a range right now. So again, just expecting for reactions off of key areas. This is a key area, getting that reaction. So in terms of my TP, again, I have so many different options, but I have to see what is going to be the most optimal based off of what is price giving me, what is it is presenting me right now. So I'll keep you guys updated. I'll let you guys know how the trade going. Right now we're floating around 9k on this trade, and yeah, do you guys in a bit then. Yeah, peace. Okay, so episode 3 or 4, something like that, but basically it's the 4th week of of the series. Monday/Sunday night, as you guys saw, we did end up banking on our live account. We were floating up 11.6k at one point. Honestly, now looking back at it, there was a point for me to close. But yeah, you guys went and were able to see the entire trade in the last clip. So that was could have been one of my biggest trades. So actually what ended up happening with that trade was ended up resweeping the low, and then we ended up pumping and hit my final TP of 400 points. So I could have made close to 40 bands that day, $40,000 on my live account, fully withdrawable in the same day, which is, you know, kind of crazy to think about. But all we can do is move on, go to the next day. Now today I ended up missing my entry. Honestly, to be honest with you guys, I have not really been in the right headspace. I mean, just my car, honestly, not having my car is just kind of like hurting me deep down inside, bro, because bro, I miss my car so much. And got an update, they said they don't really know when they're gonna be able to give me my car back. They're running a whole bunch of tests and stuff. So I mean, right now time is around like, it is 6:12 p.m. right here, as you guys can see. So Tuesday. Actually, I want to show you guys really quick. I might as well just show you guys the entry that I missed, because today was a day that dropped 500, 600 points. So if you guys take a look right here, this was Tuesday. Tuesday just ended up dumping in one direction. Now, if we look at ES, we actually have a very clear SMT at these highs right here. Boom, SMT at this area right here. So I was just looking for price to be bearish overall due to this SMT inside of this higher time frame gap. We were overall in a 4-hour gap, then price just absolutely expanded lower. Now, in terms of the actual entry that I missed, it was off of a 15-minute gap that ES ended up tapping and NQ didn't. So if I look at the 15-minute time frame here, there was this 15-minute gap above all the way over here that ES tapped into. So if we look at the 15-minute time frame here off the market open, what do we end up seeing? At the exact same area, we end up tapping into this 15-minute gap right here, right? And then NQ obviously doesn't, but we both react off of, you know, the same area, right? So that would trigger me to get an entry on NQ. Now I wanted to hold it to this New York PM low / the unfilled 4-hour gap, but I just ended up missing my entry due to me just being on my phone and not looking at ES at the same time. I was tabbing out, and I looked at ES. I saw that it was rejecting off the 15-minute gap, and then I saw NQ started to follow, and I was like, okay, let me try to find an entry, and then price just started displacing, and I missed my entry. Yeah, that's just about it. So no trades today. Pretty unfortunate. Now we're probably just gonna go and go rock climbing, and looks like I'm about to be sick as well, because I can feel that my nose is starting to be stuffy. And then I don't know if you guys can tell, and then also my throat is starting to feel a little bit sore. So yeah, that's that. When I get back, I'll record a little bit more. I'll also record me rock climbing there as well. But yeah, basically we're just, after we get home, we're gonna go back and we're gonna get some furniture. All right, so I ordered the desk. I'll show you guys that later, and then I'm just gonna order a bunch of stuff. Honestly, I'm gonna order monitors, I'm gonna order a PC. Yeah, just get all that situated. I haven't really been getting a lot of stuff. I think like the last episode, a whole bunch of bullshit happened. The TV got delayed, and yeah, also TV got, you'll see in the next clip. All right, you'll see the bullshit that happened today as well. So yeah, honestly, overall, it's just been very, very rough 2 weeks, but what can we do, bro? What can we do? All we can do is just keep pushing forward. But yeah, see you guys when we're rock climbing. Yeah, so all that money, the money is the money. All that money, the money is the money. All that money, the money should be folded. Girl, look, the thing is, if I don't work out my abs, just like South Asians in general, they don't. That's not how it works. No, I'm serious, bro. If we don't work out our abs, we're not gonna see abs, bro. But obviously, we need to be lean and stuff like that. So I can't eat fucking shit food one day, and the next day I eat nothing, and then it just goes back and forth in that cycle. It is about the calories in that sense, yes. But in terms of seeing your abs visually, it's different.
No, if you think you have abs, they'll come in.
Okay, 1 second.
No mindset though.
All right, I don't have abs yet. What's going on?
Yes, you do.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't. Yo, what's going on, guys? Day 3, Wednesday, February 4th. So guess what happened, guys? Guess what happened? Tradeovate is down once again. So last week we had a time where it was down. It was on FOMC, and today we are also down as well. If I sound a little bit sick right now, I probably am. I actually am. I have a sore throat. So, but yeah, we have an internal error, as you guys can see right here. I know some of you guys need to fucking clean my screen. I'm gonna do that. All right, I will. The next clip, you'll see my computer screen is clean. mean, I promise. But failed to log in, internal server error. And I ended up missing my entry, which would have printed right off of market open. So we take a look right here. Obviously, I have previous day low, 4-hour time frame. We're in this 4-hour gap right here. We look like we're going to reject and go lower. And then we go to the 15-minute time frame. And then we tap into this 15-minute right here. And market open just displaces lower. I was waiting for this entry, made candle entry, would have went break even over here. Probably would have showed my stop once we get close to previous day low. And I missed out on a lot of profits. So it is what it is. At the end of the day, can't do anything about it. But it just kind of sucks. I mean, wasn't even looking to trade my top steps or anything like that. Just like, bro, I don't understand what Tradeovate is doing, but it's been rough. But anyways, we do have some good news. I want to show you guys something. So we got something finally that actually works this time, a TV. Nice. So went to the store yesterday with one of the boys and we got the 65-inch TV instead of a 75-inch TV because it fits pretty well on the stand. As you can see, it looks better. It just looks more visually appealing. I'm not gonna lie, the 75-inch TV was way too big. And we got more things coming as well because we did have that, very nice big day on Sunday/Monday. So we are able to get stuff off of Amazon. So I want to show you guys what we got really quick so you guys can see what we're working with right now. So there's a few things arriving today, which is pretty good. This is what we got. So we got 2 monitors right here. We got a gaming PC, got nice display port cable. We got a keyboard, we got studio lights, we got a mouse pad, and then we got this desk right here as well. So that's arriving tomorrow. We got some stuff arriving today. Then finally, I'll have that all set up in my room. Yeah, it's gonna look nice. So we're gonna get the setup going. So that's gonna be for this week. And yeah, now next week, I honestly don't know what to get. So we have to see because we got the desk, we got the setup going, furnished, all good. So that's gonna be great. Oh, I have to set up the nightstand as well. So maybe I'll just do that today next to the bed. So yeah, that's basically it. So I don't think we're going to be able to trade today, which is fine. But yeah, I guess I'll just see you guys in the next clip then, yeah? Take care. Okay, so I wanted to give you guys a little bit of an update. It is day 3, still Wednesday, currently nighttime, as you guys can see right here. Ooh, beautiful ass view. You guys already know the vibes. But we got some packages that came in. So finally, no delay. We have the keyboard and then we have a little display port cable for the setup that is coming tomorrow. And then underneath we have the AT&T internet over there. So that's all great. I'm finally replacing the shitty Spectrum Wi-Fi, but my house is kind of a mess right now. The apartment is low-key looking like a mess right now. I need to clean up all these things. There's also more stuff in the room as well, but yeah, TV's looking great as well. Haven't been using it that much, but I mean, that's completely fine. But yeah, I mean, we got the mouse is coming tomorrow, studio lights is coming tomorrow. I think the brightness is too high. That's probably why you guys can't see, but look at all this stuff. Studio light, mouse, display port cable, keyboard already came today, and then we have the setup. So we have the PC coming in, and then we have the dual monitors that are also coming in. So ooh, and then we also have the desk as well. So yeah, bro, all of that is looking great. So hopefully it actually comes tomorrow. I did want to build my PC for, all the nerds out there. I did build my first PC, but at this point, I don't think I even have the time to just really sit there and build a whole ass PC. So I just went ahead and, went the more efficient route and I purchased a PC. I did buy a Cyber Power PC, which is, I know it is wax. It is wax, but overall the entire thing came to around 2K. I got a whole mouse pad, mouse, keyboard, desk, PC, studio lights. I got all of that for 2K. So I think it wasn't really that bad. And monitors as well, right? All of that for 2K is honestly pretty solid. So I think I did good on that. But let me know what you guys think, if I got waxed or not. I don't think I genuinely got waxed. But now we are going to go rock climbing to finish off the day. And I will see you guys. Damn, my bad. I've been sick a little bit. But I will see you guys tomorrow for market open. All right? Peace. Time is currently 4:11 in the morning, so it is technically day 5, but I did not want to record day 4 until I had my setup completely set up. Almost everything arrived. I'm still waiting on a mouse. I'm waiting on dual monitor stand, and then I'm also waiting for a mic and a webcam to come in, but this is how we're looking right now. Got everything set up so far. So we got the 2 monitors, we got the PC. The desk, I thought it would be bigger, but it's not that bad. The cable management will get that worked on. Headboard still didn't come in, but this is a very massive tower. This PC is very massive. So by the way, the wallpaper, this is not the wallpaper that I set. This is just the default wallpaper. I just set it up. All right, so chill on me really quick. Chill on me. But yeah, this is gonna be fire, you know, with the overall view in the background. I think this is good. Only thing is the pillar. I think I'm gonna put something up on here just so it's just not blank. But yeah, we also have this nice keyboard right here. The switches are very nice on it for you keyboard geeks. Technology geeks. I think we have like lubed switches, so this is all pretty nice. And then this mouse, it's gonna be wireless, it's gonna come in tomorrow, so that's pretty nice. But yeah, well, now we have an overall setup, which is very, very fire. I've been waiting for this, and I'm also waiting for studio lights to come in, all of that good stuff. So when that comes in, we are going to be golden. We are going to be set for recording. So yeah, this just might be my setup for trading, you know, maybe to be, you know, more productive, I guess, or just to be more locked in. So I'm gonna get TradingView on here. I'm gonna get everything on here, get everything set up. But in terms of the trading day and what we took a trade on our top steps. That's just about it. I'm about to go to sleep, but yeah, we didn't take anything on our live account. It was just a little bit of a scalp on our top steps. So in terms of live funds, we did not make anything today in terms of live funds, but on my top steps, made a little over a band on the 5 accounts. Everything reset, but yeah, so there was no live P&L for me to show because it reset end of day. But Friday, last day of the week, hopefully you can get something on our live. We're already up, like for the week we've been up like almost 5k, so it's not really the end of the world. We don't get a trade tomorrow, but yeah, the entire market has just been overall bearish, bro. We've just been dumping. I've missed a couple of opportunities due to Tradeovate being down. Can't really do anything about that. It is what it is. We just got to keep moving. But overall, not really the overall happiest with my performance, because there was a setup that I did miss that was very, very clear, and that would have been a very big day. But hey, it is what it is. We just move on. But that is basically it. I will see you guys at market open. I have to get all of this set up, and we'll see if we can end off the week making maybe a little bit more on the live account. I'm not gonna force anything, but we'll see what happens. So good night, I guess good morning. See you guys in, like, I don't know, the next day, right? Or today, later in the day today. All right, peace. Good fucking morning. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. We are currently floating 15.5k on the day, 15k on the day. How the hell did we get here, bro? How the hell did we get here, bro? Holy shit. Holy shit. We just woke up. We're still sick, but we're thugging through it. I'm definitely feeling a lot better being up 15k on this position right now. Yeah, bro, this is fucking ridiculous. This has to be my biggest position that I've ever been in. So currently we are trying to hold till previous day high. If you guys can see, previous day high is over here. If we look at the entire trade, it is 385 points. So if TP hits, that will be my biggest trade in terms of P&L and in terms of points as well. So we ended up trailing our stop to that area right here. I want to trail my stop a little bit higher now. I'm thinking I am going to trail it around this area right here. So my brightness is kind of cooked on this monitor, so I need to fix that for sure. But yeah, okay, giving you guys a little bit of an update on the trading day. So we ended up getting trailed out for a little under 5k, and currently we're in this position on our top steps on these 5 accounts. Oh shit, fuck, oh my god, I am not copy trading, bro. I'm only taking this on 1 account, bro. Whatever. All right, looks like I wasn't copy trading. Okay, great. So anyways, we took 1 trade. It was a win, a little win. We were trying to scalp to these highs over here. Bro, damn it. I can't believe I'm not copy trading, bro. Whatever. That's actually so brutal. Anyways, wanted to take it to this high, and then now we have a SMT, and then now I was looking for a push down off of this area right here. I wanted this high to be the protected high. Looks like it's holding, but now we are targeting New York AM low / the 4-hour gap. So if that hits, that's gonna be what, 15k. With that last position on the live account,
Bro, I think it's twice now where I gave you guys an update, and then as soon as I gave you guys an update when we're floating, just ends up reversing, bro. So hopefully it doesn't do the same thing for this. But honestly, I wouldn't even mind if it ends up reversing because I'm not copy trading my accounts. That hurts, bro. That hurts deep inside. But yeah, we'll see what happens. Very, very clean trade currently. So I'll move my stop in a bit, maybe after this recording ends. But yeah, we were basically just taking it off of this 15-minute wick right here, lined up with the hourly gap that we were in over here, as we see. Also lined up with this 1-minute gap right here as well. Also with the SMT, with ES, as we see over here, we want to go lower. Also due to the fact that we are currently ranging. So this time, yes, I am targeting the bottom half of the range, but it is for a good reason because it lines up with this 4-hour gap, and this 4-hour candle has just been teeter-tottering around. So yeah, we'll see what ends up happening. I like this trade a lot. I'm going to actually move my stop to this area right here, and yeah, I'll give you guys an update on this as well. Hopefully the shit does not reverse like the live position. Honestly, I could have taken profit, but bro, I was so convicted in previous day high. I thought we were just going to completely expand, but hey, it is what it is. We still came out with 5 bags on the day. WWWWW. All right, but yeah, I'll see you guys in a bit. All right, so update on this. We ended up closing out. We saw a sharp rejection off of the 50% mark of this area. We still might go lower, but I don't want to be in this position. So we closed exactly where I marked out with my TP. Don't like how price action is looking. This could be a higher high, or sorry, a higher low, and we could end up going higher. Looking at ES as well, not looking that great, but either way, we got out of the position. We got a sharp reaction up, so I closed out. So I guess I learned my lesson from today's trade in the morning. But yeah, so WWW day. I just wish I traded this on 5 XFAs. If I didn't, oh my god, what am I doing, bro? Oh, that still hurts. That still is hurting me right now, bro. How did I not remember to copy trade my XFAs? Anyways, about to go hop on a call with the group, go over the market, and then yeah, I guess I'll see you guys later when we're doing something. Oh, I also wanted to show you guys one thing, bro. Wanted to show you guys one thing. Car is coming tomorrow. Wait, no, I lied. Why did I just lie? Not tomorrow. It's coming next week. So I just wanted to show you guys text message really quick. At least they're trying to, you know, tell me it's gonna be picked up by next week, hopefully. So if that's good, then we are good. Yeah, I'm excited for that. Hopefully, you know, we can get everything. I need to get a bunch of stuff anyway. Yeah, but anyways, I'll see you guys later then. Yeah, peace. So I just wanted to give you guys a little bit of an update with the overall live account and my plans going forward with the My 500 Futures live account. So I decided I just want to go ahead and liquidate the live account completely. And the reason behind that is I've ran up a good amount with the live account. I've had the live account for a good 4 months. Currently, the balance is sitting at 3K. So I took a payout, a pretty massive payout. I was only able to withdraw that much. That's all they were allowing me to withdraw. So that's what I withdrew today. And the reason behind me liquidating this account or wanting to move away from this account is because I got to a point where the balance was at like 50K. And then I was talking to the risk manager to move my daily loss limit a little bit higher. I went from 25K initial balance to 50K at one point. And I wanted my daily loss limit to be at least 5K. They didn't budge. And they said, no, you need to trade a little bit longer and show a little bit more consistency, even though I've been trading on it for 4 months and I've been getting payouts. Doesn't really make sense. So that is one of the bad restrictions when it comes to moving to a live account with the prop firm. I mean, you're not really given total freedom. It is still their capital and they get to make the decisions that they want to make. Still, I mean, it's still a great opportunity. I've made well over 45K just from payouts with this live account that they gave me, but it's just not worth. I can't really scale with it if they're not going to budge with the daily loss limit. I can't really risk as heavy as I wanted to. So I decided anyways, you know, I've been prioritizing the live account a lot with the 2.5K daily loss limit. So with prop firms right now in February, just with Top Step, that's the only other prop I'm with right now currently. I want to start scaling with more props once again. So I want to do Top Step, Alpha, Tradeify, you know, there's Lucid, there's all of these other firms. So I want to start stacking them and, you know, maybe trade 2 or 3 at a time, because currently right now it's obviously only been like 6 days in February. I am net negative currently with props in the month of February. So I do want to focus on getting a payout so I can be positive on props. So going forward in the series, I'm probably just going to be focusing more on Top Step, getting a payout with them, and then, you know, getting more accounts. So basically this live account is just going to be done for. There's literally only like one trade left until it's blown, right? Maybe like 1.5 trades because the daily loss limit is 2.5k. But another thing that I was thinking about is just putting like 10k into a live broker, so into a trade evade broker, and just trading that and just have my own personal daily loss limit. But I do really want to just focus on being net positive with these props right now for the month of February. So I think that's going to be the focus. And then, you know, the challenge is still going to continue, but we're going to transition from live funds to me focusing on getting payouts, and that's what's going to contribute. So yeah, that's going to be next episode. But we ended up ordering a new desk in terms of furniture, a bigger desk. So I'm going to, you know, move my setup and everything onto the bigger desk. And then I also got a chair. I'm going to go pick that up right now. We got a mouse, we got a webcam, all of that stuff. And we got a mic, a studio light, all of that stuff. So tiny little upgrades. Now, in terms of episode 4, what I do want to focus on, I think I said this previously, more decorative type of stuff, because I really don't know what else to add. Like, we have a TV, right? As we see here, we have our TV stand. I'm just going to clear all of that stuff. I'm actually not even going to construct the shelves and the cabinets underneath. I feel like there's just no point. So I'm gonna get rid of all that stuff. I also need to clean up everything over here. Whole apartment is a mess, so I need to get rid of all these boxes and stuff like that. But in terms of the whiteboard is good where it's at right now. And then I just want to get rugs and stuff, you know, just to make the place more lively, like I was saying, right? Like, there's just a lot of like wood and stuff, which isn't bad, but I do want it to be more lively here, you know? So LED lights, you know, probably some decorations. If you guys have any suggestions on what I should put, let me know. I want to put LED lights, you know, like around the stands and stuff like that. The TV stand, you know, like LED light here, LED light there, something like that, just like a, you know, a tall stick. So that's gonna be probably what's gonna go on. And then I still didn't get my headstand for my bed, which is kind of crazy. Yeah, but in terms of setup right here, it's gonna be a bigger desk. I'm gonna, if it's, you know, if there's enough space on the desk, I'll put some nice little aesthetic stuff. I also want to put like paintings and stuff, right? Stuff on here so the background can look appealing. But yeah, I mean, like, overall, just been kind of sick the past like 2-3 days, so haven't been able to like go out and stuff, which kind of sucks. So I've just kind of been bed rotting for like the past 2 days. But yeah, that's basically it. I mean, I'm just gonna go and break down the trade for you guys. Obviously, I will break down the trade that I took today. And yeah, I also need to set up this nightstand, bro. That's another thing as well. I need to set up this nightstand. I'm gonna do that. Yeah, next episode is gonna be better. And we got a car, so we don't have to wait on Amazon to get stuff. Even though Amazon is pretty goated, bro. They clutch up. They really do clutch up. But yeah, I guess I'll see you guys later. I'll show you guys when the nightstand is built and, you know, when the chair's there, everything's kind of set up. So I guess I'll see you guys tomorrow on Saturday if I feel any better. And yeah, so peace. Okay, you guys, it's currently Saturday midnight and we finished the nightstand. I've been procrastinating all day and I finally finished it. Unfortunately, I ended up breaking the top of it, so it's not functioning as it should be, but this is the finished product, this little thing right here. So what I broke actually was the top. Yeah, you guys can, yeah, all right, I don't even need to explain, but basically there was some sort of mechanism on the side that was supposed to be put in, and my dumbass broke it. I read the instructions wrong, so I guess I don't even know if I should like keep the top. I really don't know, because I mean, it kind of looks ugly like this right now, but it just makes it more accessible. So what I'm probably gonna do is just take this off right here, because yeah, it wouldn't make sense. Anyways, the whole house is a mess right now. The apartment is a mess. I have to get rid of all of these boxes and stuff. I need to clean this coffee table right here. Another thing that we also got is a setup, right? I already showed you guys that, but now it is kind of finished, but I ordered a new desk, so I have to take this all apart. But yeah, like the desk is kind of small, that's why. But we got a mic, we got the webcam. This is how it's looking right now. We also got that nice little mouse. So yeah, it's nice. I also need to pick up that dual monitor stand. It actually ended up arriving on Amazon. So these stands that you see right here for the monitors are going to be gone, and there's just going to be one stand. So yeah, the new desk is arriving Tuesday. It's a little bit bigger than this, so it'll be more space. Yeah, so that's basically the updates for, I guess, the furniture. So that's pretty cool. Damn, I just slammed. Now, in terms of next week, like I said earlier in a previous clip, I want to go more in terms of decorations. And I did upload the previous episode, so on YouTube, which you guys probably watched. And I was looking through the comments and you guys were talking about moving the couch towards the window. And I did consider that, right? Moving the couch from here against the window. But the problem is this chase right here would be lined up against here. And then you guys were telling me to move the coffee table over here, which I completely understand. And I actually was going to do that and I was considering doing that. But the chase is what threw me back and the position of the couch versus the TV, right? So I wanted the couch to face the TV. And if I put my TV here, there isn't really that much space. Like, yeah, there is an outlet right here, but there isn't space for a stand. Could I wall mount it? Yes, but cable management, right? The wire would have to go down and stuff like that. I don't really see a way for me to fix it without it looking kind of ugly. Maybe in the future, because I'm going to be here for 15 months. So maybe in the future, I might end up transitioning the couch from there to there, and it would, you know, free up some sort of space in terms of the kitchen area right here, because yeah, it is pretty narrow. I also do understand that it would free actually a lot more space up right here. So that is, you know, a very, very good suggestion, and I have been thinking about that. But the thing is, the logistics in terms of where everything else is positioned, that is also very, very important. Yeah, I think in terms of furniture for right now, we've kind of got most of the essentials down. So yeah, it is really just decorations and just making this place look more like a home. So like I did say earlier, like I was gonna put like some sort of LED stand here, LED light stand here as well. So I think I might just order that tomorrow. And then yeah, car should be getting fixed sometime this week. I think it'll probably be later towards the end of the week, but stay tuned for that because I'll be able to go to like Home Goods and stuff like that and just pick up like, you know, a bunch of stuff instead of having to wait for new things to come in. So that'll be like a lot easier. But yeah, I mean, overall, I think, you know, this series is going well. Things are starting to pick up, which is absolutely wonderful. But I am starting to run out of ideas, honestly, in terms of, you know, what to get. I really want to make this place nice. So I do read the comments. So if you guys have any ideas, you know, keep putting them in the comment section below. Yeah, you guys let me know. But anyways, you know, I'm gonna go to sleep now, looking at this nice view, right? But yeah, guys, I will see you guys tomorrow then, probably, if I end up ordering some things. I love you guys. See you later. Peace. Okay, you guys, so it's Super Bowl Sunday and we're currently in a position right now. Don't worry, I did actually go and watch the Super Bowl. It's not like I was at the setup the entire time, but the Super Bowl just ended and we were in a position for the Super Bowl, or actually while the Super Bowl was going on. But currently we're floating around, I don't know if you guys can see, but we are floating around 6K on this trade right now, around 6K on this trade across the 5 accounts. So what we're holding to right here, if you look on the daily time frame, is we're holding to this flip of this daily candle. We opened with no wick lower, as you can see right here, and entry was off of a 4-hour. There was a nice SMT with ES as well. Yeah, so we rejected off of this 4-hour gap right here. We had SMT at the highs, decided to get my entry over here. Right now we're stalling, but I'm not really worried, as ES right here is also stalling. We did tap into the new week opening gap and stuff like that, but NQ still hasn't, and I don't really think we're going to go and pump all the way up here before tapping this area right here. So if TP hits, it'll be around 9.6K across the 5 accounts. Now we're currently floating 6.2. So yeah, that's the setup. If I do hit this, I'm gonna be going for that max payout. Obviously, that'll be done within like, you know, a day. And I'll just be going ahead and farming those winning days for, you know, the rest of the week. I know I said that when I hit that silver trade, looks like it might be the same situation, but no, I mean, this time, right, I'm not gonna go ahead and just take any more trades. Like, I'm not gonna go ahead and build a buffer or anything like that. I'm just gonna go take my payout and move on, right, to just recoup from me being negative on nets right now for February, or being net negative on props right now for February. So yeah, just, you know, basically minimizing risk as much as possible, right? I could go, you know, for the big days, get another setup going, but nah, just gonna go secure my profits. That's all I really need. And we actually did end up putting a bet down on the Super Bowl as well. We ended up banking on that. So I wanted to show you guys really quick. So hey, we're gonna count that. We're gonna count that in terms of the profits. All right, don't bake me for this, but Hey, Kalshi is technically like, you know, a trading platform if you really think about it. So we put down, what was my position? Let me check really quick. Anyways, I put down like 1.8K, something like that. And then the pending payout is 3.7. So I basically doubled my money. That's pretty solid. So basically we made 1.8K plus, yeah, that's live funds. Okay, so that counts as live funds, even though technically we're not going to be trading that live account anymore. I did not also take any positions on my live account. I didn't take this position that we're currently floating. Currently now 7K on, if you guys can see right here, we are now floating 7K. Hope not anymore. But yeah, I did not take that on my live account. Just took it on my top steps. We're going to be holding it. And yeah, that's basically it. So we have 1.8K in live funds. That's what we have to spend for the week. When I get my car, hopefully it'll be, you know, the beginning of the week or something like that. I'm praying then we can go to Home Goods, get some nice, you know, furnishings and stuff, you know, actually get some real furniture content instead of, you know, sitting around in the apartment and stuff. Oh my God, I'm telling you, it's been horrible. But yeah, that's going to be fun. Again, just praying, hopefully praying we get the car back by this week, so I can actually go around. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So I will see you guys tomorrow for another day. There's actually no reason for me to even trade Monday open now, so I guess I'm just going to be chilling and getting some other work done. And yeah, guys, I'll see you guys later then. All right, peace. So it's Monday, currently Monday, February 9th. And I wanted to give you guys an update on the trade that we ended up taking. So we did end up hitting TP. We're on the way right now to the gym. I don't know if you guys can see this. Maybe if I zoom in a little bit more, maybe you can see it. But anyways, it's basically 9.6K across these 5 accounts. So for the rest of the 4 days of this week, again, I'll be going for the winning days. If only if there is a setup. So if there's no setup, I'm not going to be taking a trade, obviously. I learned my lesson from the past and it's just not really worth it. So definitely not going to be doing that. Right now, we're going to the gym. Like I said, Cole was waiting for me downstairs, so we're about to go hop in. He bought me some little poisonous little treat. Bro, if you guys know these protein donuts, bro, they're so gas, but they're so bad for you. But that's the first thing that we're gonna eat for the day. I also got some stuff off of Amazon as well, so I do want to show you guys that as well. Maybe you guys can see the P&L again if this focuses up. All right, maybe it's too bright. If you go on Amazon, this is what I ended up getting. So we got these things right here. We got the LED lights, and then we got a rug as well for the bedroom. So yeah, but right now, about to go ahead. Cole's waiting outside, and about to go hit a nice little workout. As you guys can see right here with his dirty ass M4 currently. But hey bro, once we get that car, you know, me and Cole, we about to be mobbing. We about to be mobbing side by side on the street though. Hey, what's up, man? How are you doing?
We LARPed an hour, bro. You said 12, bro. It's fucking 1, bro.
Bro, I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry.
Whole hour, bro.
Bro, I'm so sorry. But hey, we ended up getting the treat. Thank you, Cole, for bringing this to me. The protein donuts. 20 grams of protein, 160 calories. I don't know how this is possible. It doesn't make sense, but it's better than the bear bells in terms of calories, but in terms of nutrition, yo, this shit is genuinely fried for you, bro. But yeah, bro, we're about to go ahead and a nice little workout. You know, what are we hitting today?
I thought we were doing 2 different things now.
Now we're both hitting arms.
Yeah, you skipped like 4 days.
Oh yeah, because I was sick, bro. Fuck you. All right, yeah, we're about to hit arms, and then we're about to sign a contract as well.
When are we doing that?
After, whenever your call is done.
Is this for the vlog or what?
Yeah, this is for the series, bro. So we're about to sign a contract basically saying that we can't cheat on our meals or on our diet.
Your seatbelt now?
Oh yeah, you're right.
No contract's gonna be signed if you die, bro.
Yeah, you're right. He low-key got a point though. But we're about to sign a contract basically saying that we can't cheat on our diets. We gotta hit our macros every single day. Gotta do cardio 4 times a week. Can't have kava at all. And then we get 2 strikes. Otherwise we breach the contract. So, and once we breach the contract, the other person has to pay $5,000. $5,000. So that's how seriously we're taking this. We're doing it for a month straight. Gotta go to the gym 6 times a week. Cardio 4 times a week. Oh, and it's all track.
Bro, the Strava will be public.
Yeah.
So
the Strava, we're gonna be on the Strava app, and then we also have to, you know, send a picture of our MyFitnessPal every single day. We gotta send a pic of every single meal. But yeah, bro, we're gonna be locked. I'll show you guys when we sign the contract. It's like a full official contract, pen to paper, everything, bro. Everything, bro. ChatGPT ended up cooking up, but yeah, it's gonna be fire, bro. I'll see you guys at the gym. All right, peace. Okay, there we go. So you're just making
Be a good boy. Be a good boy. Be a good boy.
Okay, so we're just finishing up the day. We came back home from rock climbing, the gym. We did all of that. And I have a few updates for you guys. So we finally got our headboard in for the bed, which is beautiful. And as you guys can see, we cleaned up the crib a little bit. It looks a lot more neat. We also got in a rug for our bedroom as well, for underneath the bed. I'll set that up tomorrow. Currently, the time is almost midnight, so I really want to go to sleep. I have to get some other work done as well, so I want to get to sleep. Another update is we ended up signing a contract with the Mandem Cole. Basically, we have to stick to our diet for 4 weeks. Can't eat kava or any of that shit. Just clean, healthy food. We have to meet our macros every day, and then we have to track that and send it to each other, send pics of our food to each other. We have to track our macros on MyFitnessPal and send a screenshot every night. And on top of that, we have to do cardio 4 times a week. And yeah, I mean, we just set all of these things for us. We want to lock in. We need to put something on the line. So we put 5 bands on the line. So if you breach the contract, which is 2 strikes, if you break any of these things, and if you do it twice, you breach the contract, and then you have to pay the other person 5 bands. So we ended up signing that today. That's going to be fun for the next 4 weeks. It might be hell, but hey, you know, this is where we need to lock in. And gym 6 times a week as well. I didn't even mention that because we literally just go to the gym every day. So that's not going to be the hardest part. For me, I'm thinking the hardest part is going to be the cardio. I hate that shit so much, but hey, it has to be done. It has to be done. About to lean out, about to look good. And yeah, we're just about to test our limits. But in terms of the car, I'm not going to lie, bro. I actually don't even know when the car is going to I don't know when the car is gonna come. I mean, they said they're hoping by this week, but we did get an update on the other car, which I'm probably gonna sell, the C63. I just want to pull it up real quick to show you guys. They said that they will be getting it done by the 20th. So if you guys see right here, this text message right here, they're looking to get it done by February 20th. So I'm gonna fly down back to California, drive it a little bit. They get it done by then, you know, for the last time, experience it. I barely put any miles on it, so yeah, experience it for the last time, you know, the very first car that I bought, and then yeah, look to get it sold. So we'll see how that goes. Yeah, I guess that's all I have to say. No, I actually have more because we got more stuff in. So oh my god, what happened to the camera? All right, there we go. So we got in these lights right here, these standing LED lights. Same thing here as well. So we got 3 of them. That's beautiful. And then over there we got the dual desk monitor stand. And then tomorrow the bigger desk is coming in, so I have to set that up because, you know, like I said earlier, like our desk right now is really, you know, not the biggest. This is how the room is looking like right now. Obviously not the greatest. Don't mind the closet. And this is how the setup's looking. Now the setup's not looking too bad, right? But again, like I said, it is very cramped, so I'd like a bigger space. And when I get the car in, I'm gonna, you know, go and get like cable management wires and stuff like that. I'm low-key just coping because I can just go and get it on Amazon right now. But bro, the thing is I want to go somewhere with my car, okay? I want to go and, you know, get pots and pans, go to Home Goods, go to IKEA or some shit, right? I want to do that. I don't want to keep ordering off of Amazon. And I know that you guys, you know, would like me to go to other places as well instead of just saying, oh, here, you know, here's what I got off of Amazon every single time. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, you know, the rug's in. I'm gonna get that all set up tomorrow. And yeah, we're gonna be trading New York session tomorrow. Yeah, going for those winning days, right? Obviously, like I said, and then hopefully we'll go ahead and secure that payout for this week. And then it'll actually be money straight to the bank, max payout, everything. We will be good. So yeah, that's all I kind of have to say for you guys for tonight, for, you know, the first day of the week. I'll see you guys tomorrow when we have everything set up, you know, the headboard, rug, and the lamps, the stands, and yeah, so I'll see you guys tomorrow morning, okay? Good night.
All right, you guys, so we're gonna go ahead and break down the trade that we are currently in. We're currently floating almost 6K profit, as you can see. We were up around 7K before we ended up retracing a little bit. Well, now we're up 6K. But yeah, basically just breaking down the position that we're currently in on this nice Super Bowl Sunday. Taking a trade, as you guys can see, we got a nice little entry all the way up over here, almost catching the top and targeting this area right here, this new week opening gap. So without further ado, let's go ahead and break it down really quick. So if we go ahead and
take a look at TradingView right here. As you see, we marked out this position and everything, and I want to show you guys exactly where I got my entry and exactly what I was seeing on this Sunday open. Now, looking at this Sunday open right here, these Sunday opens are pretty rare, where we end up opening with a gap up. Not only that we have a gap up, and not only that we pump up almost, what, 200 points from here to here, we pump up almost 200 points, and we open with not a wick lower. Basically, the daily candle opens with no wick lower. So obviously we want to see this daily candle end up reverting. So if we take a look at the daily time frame, this is exactly what we end up seeing, right? We end up opening higher, almost 200 points, but this daily candle has no wick lower. On top of that, we have a new week opening gap as well. So obviously we want to be targeting the other side. Now, in terms of our entry, what did we end up seeing specifically? Marked out right here was this 4-hour gap right here that we end up retracing into, and we actually tap into the midpoint of this gap right here. Now, if we look at ES, we also end up doing the same thing, if I'm not mistaken. Yep, we go ahead and tap into this 4-hour gap as well. But for my specific entry, it was a rejection off of this 4-hour gap. So if we go and break it down to the lower time frame, specifically if we go to the 1-minute time frame. So if we look at ES and if we look at NQ right here specifically, right, we have a SMT at a very key area, right? If we zoom in a little bit more, we do end up seeing we put in an SMT around the midpoint of this 4-hour area right here, this 4-hour gap, and we have a structural SMT right here. As soon as we put in this SMT, what do we get? We get some nice displacement lower, as we can see right here, right? And then we get a nice retrace, putting in a failure swing because we failed to break this SMT over here, and this is exactly where I get my entry off of the displacement lower. Now, my initial stop was over here, right? And obviously I have my TP all the way here at this new week opening gap fill, at this daily candle flip bearish as well, putting in a wick at this daily candle. And as soon as we started to displace lower and lower and lower, this is when I ended up mitigating my risk from over here to over here, right? So if we actually take a look at the entry that I got, my entry was at 314. So what it was, a little bit, above that area that I marked out on TradingView. As you guys can see right here, 309, 314. I did end up, entering a little bit above right here, right? Mid candle of this area right here. So still going to be holding this trade. In terms of my position management, as we see, we are just creating lower lows right here. But it looks like we are stalling. But again, the drawn liquidity is just way too strong for me to be closing off of these little retracements right here. Now, obviously, I could be wrong and price could just go ahead and just, retrace into this area. Obviously, if we look at ES right now, what did we end up doing? We actually ended up tapping into this new week opening gap over here, right? So still looking at NQ for the daily candle to flip bearish. I'm still going to be managing my position and whatnot. Realistically, I marked out this line right here. Let me go ahead and remove this area right here. But if I see price potentially go ahead and go up and break past this area right here, we have a 15-minute gap that's protecting us. So I'd want to see price to go ahead and rebound to this area. But if I see, large voluminous candles and starting to, to push us higher and breaking past this high, then I'll be looking to just close out my position at around break even. But right now, I'm still very convicted in this area that we have, this area of interest, this daily candle flip bearish. I'm banking on that. So yeah, currently all is going well. We're floating again around 6K. So yeah, let's see what ends up happening. Obviously, I'll give you guys an update, but so far so good. We're doing well for, the week so far. And yeah, I'll be looking to secure a max payout if this TP ends up getting hit. But obviously, I'll give you guys an update, everything like that. But yeah, that's it. And I'll see you guys when we either hit break even or, I end up closing my position or we hit TP. All right, so peace. It is Tuesday, and as we can see in the back, we got these two LED light stands installed next to the TV. I think it looks pretty cool, so I waited to record until night so you guys could see. As we see right here, looks pretty good actually. It looks better on camera. So we got these installed. I also got something in the room that I want to show you guys, and then obviously we have that rug over there as well. But in terms of our trading, we did secure that winning day. There was a nice setup today, so it's not like I was doing some bullshit to secure that winning day. Very textbook setup. Very textbook setup. Price action has been pretty clean lately. So that's all good. That's all taken care of. We're not going to end up blowing these accounts like we did in the last episode, right? With those 5 top steps. So this time we're, planning to get that payout by Friday. If we don't get, an opportunity to secure a winning day tomorrow, then we'll push it back to next week. Again, I'm not rushing it. I'm not going to do anything. If we don't get that payout this week, it is what it is. Anyways, since we ended up banging on that Super Bowl bet, right? When we hit the spread, we made like 1.8K. So that should be, enough for for this week. I know it doesn't count in terms of, you know, day trading money, but low-key, if you think about it, like Kalshi, it's a platform, you know, you can trade on it. Technically, you can cash out whenever you want. You can manage your position and stuff. Okay, maybe I'm just coping. Okay, I'm low-key just saying bullshit right now. But hey, we still got that. Okay, we have that to spend. I'm gonna spend it. But yeah, anyways, for right now, we actually ended up getting a desk as well, a bigger desk. So I need to find something to do with the desk that we have right now. So we got this LED light installed as well. Something subtle, very nice. It looks cool. I think if we put more LED lights here, right? I need to think like, you know, I need to put some hexa lights or something over here. I think that would look pretty cool. Or maybe some sort of painting or something. I want to put a frame in the background here. I think that would look pretty sick. But yeah, bro, in the next coming weeks, the next coming days, like it's gonna look pretty cool. And I need to do something about this situation as well, because like this is low-key just messing up the potential aura of this room. Headboard ended up coming in as well. Definitely completes the bed a lot more, right? So over here we have a studio light as well, which I have to add, and then nightstand obviously. But yeah, I mean, you know, it's coming together a little bit, right? We just need to add a bit more stuff, and then the room will look better for sure. And then yeah, this desk will get replaced, and then I'll get that dual monitor stand for these two monitors, hook it up to the desk, and that will be good. We'll get a lot more space here. It'll take a little bit of space up to the left, but it's okay. When I get my car as well, I'll go and get all the cable management wires. You know, life hasn't been the same without my car. Hasn't been the same at all without my car. No, I'm playing. Still, you know, super blessed to even be in this position, right? Even with or without a car, still absolutely blessed, still enjoying my life. So, hey, life can always get worse. Life can always get worse. But anyways, enough of me yapping. Right now, I'm about to go hit, you know, an insane cardio session. About to go on the incline treadmill in the downstairs gym because I did sign that contract. So, you know, I need to send proof of me doing cardio 4 times a week to Cole. So yeah, today's gonna be the first day of me doing that incline treadmill, max incline 3 speed for 30 minutes, bro. It's gonna be hell. It's gonna be hell. It's gonna be ass, but this is what is needed to lock in. So yeah, maybe you guys will see some clips of me being absolutely drenched in sweat or something, but hey, I'll see you guys later. All right, goodbye. Goodbye. All right, we just got done with cardio. Holy fuck, bro. It's been so long since I've actually done cardio. I used to play basketball a lot. Like I used to play for my varsity high school team, you know, the good old glory days. And then I was playing a little bit in college, but it's been probably like 5 or 6 months since I've last hooped. So been no cardio going on. And I just knocked out 30 minutes, as you guys saw, of max incline 3 speed. Fucking that shit, I can't feel my legs right now, bro. I cannot feel my legs currently. They feel like jelly, all right? But what I do know is that over time, when we start doing more, it'll get easier and easier. So, hey, we started, and that's all that matters. So now, right after this, where are we going? We're about to go rock climbing. We got people in the truck waiting for me. Shout out them. Squad's waiting. So yeah, about to go ahead and hit a fire rock climbing session.
So we got the contract written. If we follow this contract, we took a video before, we're gonna take a video after. I will put even more than $5,000 on. Both of us will look significantly better, and we will feel significantly better at the end of it. So therefore, it is going to be more beneficial. That is my whole point. Is it gonna be perfect? No, but it's maybe gonna be 95, 96%.
Look, it's 99 if you think about it. If you really think about it, it's 99%. It's 99% lock. Because all we're looking forward to is a little stoop waffle.
Yeah,
we're looking forward to is a little stoop waffle.
And do you know what's the crazy part too?
What?
It's gonna keep on getting more and more gas.
I know exactly. The further we get into the contract,
it'll get
into
to the
the
point
weeks.
where we'll be like, I don't have moderation. I eat the whole pint when I buy it.
Bro,
all 900 calories. All 900 calories.
Bro, when you eat the entire pint, it's literally like 900
I
calories.
don't have self-
It doesn't fit in the macros. Yeah, but it doesn't fit in the macros.
My
That's the
point
thing.
is, bro, I just want to prove to myself I can go a whole month without a single cheat on the diet. I just want to prove it to myself that I can be disciplined enough to do that.
Okay,
and
that's what I'm saying. It's not. You're not gonna go the whole month.
We will. That's the thing. We are.
We
But
are gonna go the whole month.
How are we not? We
You
are.
gotta pay, bro.
Yeah, or we gotta pay, exactly, because we will. We signed it, and we shook hands as well.
Yeah.
So,
And then at the end of the month, we'll see how we're feeling, bro.
Yeah.
And the biggest thing, this whole month, I'm cooking pretty much all my food.
That's the biggest thing.
And that probably is the biggest thing for me, and that's why I'm doing it.
yeah, no, we're locked, bro.
I haven't edited.
Posted 3 times today, locked in with the diet, hit the cardio as well, so that's 1 out of 4 times a week. And I hit the workout, so
What
that's,
did you eat today so far?
So I had sweet green today,
Okay,
and
what
then
did
that was just triple chicken chicken, rice, greens, and then chickpeas, onions, and then barbecue sauce, which is 55 calories. All natural, everything.
If you're eating chicken too, you're not really getting the whole amino acid profile, so
Okay.
technically you're cheating.
Holy.
No,
So technically you're cheating.
Shit.
No.
Holy
So he doesn't-
shit.
I did make you the suggestion to do, more red meat instead of chicken. But that's really not. I don't even care. But it's not about breaching the contract. You'll probably just feel more energetic. Like,
Yeah. Well, the thing is, I'm gonna have I'm gonna have the tri-tip tonight. I mean, the thing is, I'm fine with chicken, and I'm also fine with shrimp as well.
Those are the two least micronutrient.
But bro,
dense.
I was hella satiated yesterday.
Yeah, you were.
Do not know what that word
in
means.
Minecraft, when you eat a piece of steak versus a pork chop, the steak, the hunger lasts longer.
Yeah.
That's satiation.
Yeah.
Now, do you understand, Jack?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But more micronutrient dense foods are like.
Trust it. Push up. Oh! There's no way he folds. There's no way he folds it. There's no way. Yo. Bro, at that shit. There's no way. What happened?
Yo, I'm gonna stick to trading, bro.
Bro, Anish, I wasn't recording.
Bro, just jump.
Just roll on your back. There you go.
All right, you guys, welcome back to another day. So it is Wednesday, and it is February 11th, right? As you guys can see right here. So we got our 4th winning day, and I think on one account we got our 5th winning day. So I'm gonna go ahead and request a payout on one of them. I actually just need to make sure I actually did get that 5th winning day on that other account. Actually, I don't even know if I can request a payout because they changed the rule for it to be end of day. But anyways, so yeah, we just secured it in Asia session a little while ago, but this is what we're working with right now, if you guys can see. So we do got 10K in the balance. Obviously, we got that winning day. And then obviously we have these 5 accounts right here. So yeah, I got these accounts a little while ago, 75% win rate. Yeah, so this is the calendar, what it's looking like right now. And yeah, I guess on one of the accounts, I can request a payout. So yes, on this one right here, I was adding into my position, which is why it says 8 trades, but we have 15K in the balance. And yeah, I think we can request. Again, it might need to be market open tomorrow, but yeah, so that's good. So hopefully tomorrow, if we can secure another winning day, then we can request a payout on the other 4 accounts. So that's gonna be good. I actually got somebody coming over right now, one of the boys, gonna help me set up a rug, for the bed. Obviously we got the LED lights, and we also have a desk downstairs as well. So here we go right here. Here's the man right on time. All right, so yeah, we're about to go set up this rug over here, this little rug right here. But what do you think about the LED lights though? You think it's tough? Are they tough?
Yeah, they look good.
They look good. All right.
I think they need to be in a spot that reflects light better though. Putting them just right there, it's like, come on.
I know, but that's the thing, because I don't know where else to put them.
Well, that's what we're gonna figure out.
That's what we're gonna figure out. Okay, bet we'll figure it out.
But yeah, this literally fits, and you could
We'll figure it out. All right, bet.
Yeah, it looks like that.
Yeah, but this is the only place that I could think of. So I mean, if we end up moving it, I'll let you guys know.
Opposing corners.
Yeah, opposing corners, something like that.
Different.
What do you think about right here, though? What do you think about right next to the whiteboard?
That's what I was
Put it right
saying,
here.
like
You put it right here. One right there,
one
and one right there.
there.
But then wouldn't that be awkward though?
All
Because
the lights are off.
it would look good if it was symmetrical, right? If we had 2 on each side or not. It was just like that. Yeah, we can run that. Honestly, I'm down with that. There's like a nice little outlet right there as well. So yeah, but anyways, we're gonna go install this rug right now, and the desk as well. We need to get a bigger desk. So yeah, see you guys later. Good morning, you guys. Thursday, it is February 12th. So a couple of updates for you guys. Basically, I was trying to buy 3 alpha accounts. So I bought like 3 alpha evals, trying to get them passed. I blew 2 of them, and I got 1 of them halfway passed. And I was trying to buy 2 more accounts today for New York market open. Try to get them halfway passed for CPI tomorrow. And they just were not accepting my payment. So their payment processor, it happened to me multiple times before. So I was honestly kind of lucky to even get 3 accounts because they're just not letting me purchase evals. So that kind of sucks. So I have 1 of them halfway passed. I'll try to get him passed tomorrow, or get it passed tomorrow through CPI, because I decided to take advantage of the sale that's going on. So like alpha, they like to run sales, here and there. There's Valentine's Day weekend, these nice little holiday or, you know, kind of long weekends, or like, you know, Valentine's Day, you know, these special type of days, they run some sales. So whenever they run a sale, I'd like to take advantage of it. And if you guys want to take advantage as well, code AB at checkout though, code AB at checkout, don't forget. But no, for real though, I mean, like Alpha, pretty solid firm. Like I think one of the best firms in the game right now, like $15,000 payout cap, 3 accounts. So you can get a 45K payout if you really lock in. I've been on the leaderboard once with them, so, and I've gone like what, 40K in payouts with them. So I can definitely vouch for them, which is why I have a code. But yeah, I like to use Alpha and buy accounts whenever they have sales. But in terms of price action today, you know, nothing really that special anyway, so I'm not really missing out on anything. Like if we take a look, this was open right here, and then we just dumped to session lows. Like nothing really that crazy. So honestly, good that I didn't even need to trade those evals, because I probably would have, you know, blown them if I even traded this price action. So yeah, that's good in that sense. You know, I'll get that one account that I have halfway passed, I'll get it passed in CPI tomorrow. And I was just looking to get, you know, more accounts, you know, to get them passed. But hey, it's not the end of the world. You know, there's Lucid, there's Tradeify, there are those firms as well. But yeah, I just wanted to go with Alpha. So maybe next CPI I'll get more accounts. But as you guys saw yesterday, we also secured, you know, the last winning day for one account, and then we need another winning day for the other 4 accounts. We'll secure that, and then we'll request that payout. So after that, you know, I'll take that payout and then get, you know, other accounts like Lucid, or I'll actually get Tradeify first because they have some good accounts going on. No, I don't have a code with them, but I know that they have some good accounts. But now in terms of Furnisher updates, there's just always something going on, and it's just it gets to a point where it's like, when is enough, bro? Like it's just off of Amazon too. So we got the rug. Okay, so I think this actually looks a lot better now. I'll get to this in a second. You know why this situation has occurred where I have my monitors on my bed, and where last night I just ended up sleeping on the couch because, all right, never mind. So we have this rug right here. I think it fits pretty well. I think this is a nice addition. Right now it looks a lot more cozy. And then we also got the desk, right? So a lot bigger of a desk. Now this looks good. This is the size that I wanted initially. I just messed up. That's on me. I got a smaller desk. So now the setup should look a lot better, which is what I thought, right? Which is what I thought. Until this fuck ass dual monitor stand. This is what ruined my night, bro. This is exactly what ruined my night last night. It's so bad, bro. Like off of Amazon. And it had 4.6 star reviews. I can't even get this bracket off because the screws are on so tight, and I was trying to unscrew it and the lines just came off, bro. Like it's rage bait, bro. It really is rage bait. And then on top of that, so this arm right here, this stand right here, it's not holding the weight. So whenever I put that, right, on top of this, it slides down all the way over there. It slides down to the bottom. It cannot support the weight of these 2 monitors. So I need to get a new dual monitor stand off of Amazon, because where else am I going to go? And then I need to find out a way to take the screws off of the back panel of the monitor so I can actually put the real monitor stands on there for the time being. And then when the dual monitor stands come, right, or the bigger dual monitor stand comes, I'll be able to take off this individual stand off the monitors and then put the dual monitor stand back on. So I have to deal with that. And then we also got hex lights on the way. So if I just go back to the room, like I said earlier, I want to put hex lights up on there. Hopefully that's not going to be a hassle. That's just going to piss me off even more if it is a hassle. So yeah, that's the updates going on. But I think it's coming together, you know, quite nicely, I'd say. You know, I also want to move the LED lights. I'll probably keep this one in the corner. And then, you know, my boy yesterday, Ty, he said to move this over there in that corner. I think I'm going to do that. And then I'll see how that goes. You know, just put it in the corners, put it into little crevices. I think that's the way to go about it. So gonna do that. Hopefully that changes the lighting of the apartment a bit more. But yeah, I'll see you guys later then. You know, if we end up doing something today, it's just gonna be the same old, bro. Like it is really the same old. We go to the gym, we go rock climbing, and yeah, we just do work, bro. That's just really it. And I'm fine with that, honestly. I love that. It is a very routine-based type of life, and I like living like that. It's very peaceful, you know. There's not a lot of constant dopamine, right? So, you know, it's good to have fun here and there, but when every day is just, you know, going out, partying, or just like, you know, doing bullshit, you know, that's when it becomes too much, and then you kind of lose purpose in life. So I like what's going on right now. You know, we're locked in with the diet, locked in with the gym, locked in with rock climbing, getting active, cardio. You just feel better. You just feel better at the end of each day, bro. You stay disciplined, you stay locked in, and it translates, you know, not only in life, but in trading as well, right? I don't feel feel the urge to do bullshit. I don't feel the urge, to break my rules, to do anything stupid, right? And if I can live like that constantly, that's just the best life to live. So yeah, but anyways, I will see you guys later. Hopefully we get an update with the car. That would be great. And yeah, hopefully we'll get the car tomorrow. And then, tomorrow, last day of the week, can go and get some stuff from Home Goods, some nice decorations, plants, stuff like that, if they let me get the car back. And yeah, I'm gonna stop yapping now and I'll see you guys later, all right? Goodbye. All right, guys, so we're currently at the rock climbing gym right now, as you guys can see right here. We ended up requesting a payout on one of the accounts, so I'm gonna show that to you guys really quick. As we see, 5K requested. So after profit split, it's gonna be 4.5K. So that's what we're up for the week so far. Going on Top Step X as well, we ended up securing the final winning day for the other 4 accounts, as you guys can see right here as well. That 161, the 10K balance, and we have these 4 accounts that are copy traded. So looks like the dashboard, it updates at the end of the day. So I'll be able to request the other 4 payouts, max payouts, at the end of the day tomorrow, and then that will put us at a 22.5K week. So thankfully they still did not move me to live. Maybe after those 4 payouts end up becoming eligible tomorrow, I might not be able to request them, but obviously I'll let you guys know. Very, very busy day. Again, in terms of trading, didn't really need a trade this entire week. In terms of like setups, right? There were a good amount of setups, but I just wanted to request my payout, right? Obviously from what happened with the other 5 accounts with silver. So gotta get my get back. Gonna get that get back since we secured the payout. Just gotta request it tomorrow. Though it is official, right? We ended up making back those losses. I ended up, spending a bit of money on those back to funded as well. So making back a little bit of losses from there. And yeah, now I got an update on the car. They ended up calling me and saying that they're not gonna be able to get it to me by Friday, but they said by Monday or Tuesday. So no car for this week. Once again, I'll let you guys know how that goes. But anyways, we're gonna go ahead and hit the rocks. Alright guys, so we're nearing the end of the new episode. I just want to give you guys a little bit of updates on the payouts really quick before we end this episode off. We ended up getting the other 4 payouts. Let me just minimize all of them so you can see really quick. So we got the other 4 payouts, as you guys can see right here. So that's good. Ended off the week up 22.5K after profit split. So 25K originally, then after profit split up 22.5K. Everything got approved and all of that. Just waiting for them to send it to my bank. That's all good. Now in terms of next week, I know we touched up on this a little bit earlier. I want to go for more decorations. Again, I was just waiting for my car and ended up getting delayed, right? So would have had it on Friday. We would have went out, to like Home Goods or something, got a bunch of decorations. But actually what we ended up ordering off of Amazon, right? Amazon once again. I have an icebreaker in my mouth right now. That's why it sounds like I have a lisp. But we got these hex lights. So I ended up delivering. I just want to show you guys really quick. So we got these nice hex lights. I'm planning to put them above right here. I think they will look pretty good and it will light up the room a bit more because we have this light right here. And then if I put the hex lights above right there, that will look good. I also want to get more pillows and I want to get an actual comforter to make my bed look good because right now, it's just a pillow and a blanket. Yeah, and in terms of more furniture, I don't know. This is where my whiteboard is right now. I think it's a pretty good spot, but I might get like a rolling island or something like that. So that might be something that I order off Amazon again. Now, the problem is, with the nightstand, bed frame, they were absolute pieces of shit, right? They are not good quality. So if I get, and the TV stand as well, that's another thing. This TV stand, it wobbles and stuff like that. It's not looking the best. So if I do want to get an island, a rolling island off of Amazon wouldn't be the best option. So I would get, like a rolling island somewhere else and then put it there. But yeah, you guys give me some suggestions though. I really don't know what else to put in the crib right now. I was just thinking more like aesthetics, right? More lights and stuff, decorations, all of those things. I want to put a rug, right? That's what I want to do. So I want to do like an entryway rug right here. I don't know if it'll just end over here or, we got to get some more like kitchen rugs and stuff like that. Another thing is I got to get, a whole bunch of like, I got to get a cutting board. I got to get like silverware, more silverware. I got to get bowls, cups, all of that stuff. So we'll go ahead and get that. Again, cars should be coming either Monday or Tuesday. So you guys will see that in the next episode. And then decorations, right? So like on these shelves right here, get some nice decorations. I'll get some paintings and stuff. Yeah, there you go. So that's gonna be good for next episode then. We'll get paintings, we'll get all of those things. I mean, we got a fat ass payout, so that should be, good for this week, even if we don't perform that well. So yeah,
that should be good. And also these shelves as well, you know, put some nice decorations up. So yeah, I think it's turning out, you know, pretty well, bro. I think it's turning out pretty well. It's just a little bit slow. You know, if I had a car, I could have went to like IKEA or something like that. Could have went to like Home Goods. There's a whole bunch of furniture stores and home decor-esque stores. So yeah, but that's basically it. That is definitely basically it for this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys in the next one then. All right, I'm gonna do some cardio now, but I'll see you guys later. All right, peace.